Hi everyone, welcome to My English. I'm Hira and today we will be doing an important question type that's called matching information to paragraphs. Okay, so in these kind of questions you will be asked to match statements to paragraphs in the reading text. You are tested on your ability to understand the general idea of the text and the skill applied for this is skimming. After skimming, you'll have to also use scanning for specific words within the paragraphs, and you'll be looking for, synonyms, paraphrases rather than the keywords from the question statement. The paragraphs will always be labeled as A, B, C, D. So they'll be alphabetically labeled. You will be asked to answer in letters and not words. Please make a note of that. The answers do not appear in the same order as the questions. Mostly there will be more paragraphs than questions, and one paragraph may contain answers to more than one question. Let's get started with today's video. First of all, we'll identify what are the challenges. A couple of challenges I've already listed, but we'll still take a look at them. Then how to, of course, overcome these challenges, what steps we can follow to solve these exercises, and we'll solve one exercise together in this video. First of all, the challenge part. The problem is the answers could be anywhere. It is not necessary that the answer will match the main idea of each paragraph, although reading the first and the last lines can be helpful to some extent, but the answer can be anywhere in the text and they do not come in order. So it takes time. In the answers, the paragraph labels may get repeated. If you have, let's say, A, B, C, D, E paragraphs, the options will always be more than the paragraphs. Some paragraphs may not have the answer at all. So it could be so that more answers are there in one para and one para may not have any answer at all, right? So you'll have to spend more time on skimming and scanning. Now that doesn't mean that these are very difficult. These are quite scoring as well. Let's look at certain tips that will help you solve these questions fast. So first is you check for keywords in the question. See if there are any nouns or numbers in the question, and these can be located easily in the text. So look for proper nouns and numbers. Next is you always remember the use of synonyms in the text. For example, you might see 34% in the question, but it might just say just over a third or about a third in the text. So remember to do paraphrasing. Finally, if there is a combination question, do these questions in the end. Doing other questions first will make you, familiar with the passage, making it easier, simpler for you to find the correct answer for these questions. Let us understand what steps should we follow to solve these questions. The first thing that you do is you read the instructions carefully. Then you read the questions, of course. Underline any important words in the question and try to understand the meaning of the question statement. Then you skim the reading text quickly to get the general meaning of the text and try to, write some words or short sentences that explain the main idea. Then you go to the statements again and predict which paragraph contains the answer. So right now you're still predicting. Then you go to the passage again, you scan it. So you read the paragraph that you think might contain the answer and scan for the specific information. So if you find a possible answer, underline it. And then you go back to the question again, mark the answer if it's correct. If not, move on to the other paragraphs and repeat the steps. So you should not waste more than 1 minute on one question. Now let's get started with one of the passages. We'll first look at the questions. This exercise is from Cambridge 15 General Test 1. These are questions 7 to 14, matching information questions. Let's first look at the questions and then we'll move on to the passage. Now, as you say that you can use any letter more than once. First one, handles at the side are hard to use. So hard to use may be difficult or something. Handles at the side. Cooks brown rice without making a mess. Automatically switches settings to keep the rice warm. So switches settings to keep the rice warm when cooked. It's difficult to get the removable top really clean. Underlining the keywords, because I'm not able to find any proper nouns or numbers. A selection of recipes is provided with the cooker. It has a handle at the top for carrying the cooker safely. Outside of the cooker doesn't get too hot. Okay, you can put the pot in the dishwasher. Okay, so pause the video and skim the text. Now I have highlighted a few things here. Look at this one. There are slight dirt traps around the rim of the lid. For A, it is 10th. So A is 10th. Family rice cooker. It is programmed to adjust the temperature once the rice is done so that it stops cooking but doesn't get cold. So that would be 9th. It automatically switches setting to keep the rice warm when cooked. So 9th will be B. This is how you should be doing it. Not number wise, it has to be done para wise. Then you have this one, dishwasher safe. Which one was dishwasher safe? C. It is 14th. That's C. Then you have range of ideas for rice dishes. Range of ideas is selection of recipes. So that's 11th and it is D. And it also says handles are tricky to grip. So handles at the side are hard to use. That would be again D. Then we have simple to use even when cooking brown rice. So there was a brown rice without making a mess. So simple to use without making a mess and cooks brown rice. So 8th is E. Exterior stays cool when in use. So the outside of the cooker doesn't get too hot. So doesn't get too hot or stays cool is the same thing. So that would be again E. So I hope you can see how the paraphrasing is done and how difficult it can get to paraphrase it properly. That's all from my end today. I will see you with the next video. Till then, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.